Ani, Adele Loosemore and Dishnakas, Shebahonaning and Donshaba. Hello, my name is Adele Loosemore and I'm a Treaty Indian from Shebahonaning. My community is located at the entrance to the North Channel of Georgian Bay, in the Robinson-Huron Treaty area. Today, my community is more widely known as Killarney, Ontario. In this video, I'm taking a look at the kinship connections between MNO's Georgian Bay Historic Métis community and the other three communities in its Great Lakes Regional Historic Métis community. In their fact sheet about the regional community, MNO refers to the Supreme Court's Powley decision, remarks made by the Ontario Court of Appeal, excerpts from Ontario legislation, and a self-government agreement with Canada. There's also a quote from the 1996 Royal Commission on Aboriginal Peoples. All leading up to a list of the individual historic Métis communities that MNO includes in this regional HMC: Georgian Bay, Killarney, Sault Ste. Marie, and Northern Lake Superior. The map they included shows only the rough boundaries of MNO's regional community. But MNO does say that they are rights-bearing, interrelated Métis communities. They were actually one large community of interrelated families who established Métis Aboriginal rights across that whole territory that is outlined in red on MNO's map. This information is from First Peoples Law. If you want to see more, there's a link to their website in the description box below this video. They say many people with Indigenous ancestors don't understand that to have Métis rights under the Constitution, they have to trace their ancestry to a specific local Métis community that existed when the Crown began to exercise effective control in that part of Canada. The date that the Crown took control over the area can be different for different communities, but it's the historic Métis communities that existed before that date that established the Métis Aboriginal rights that people continue to exercise today. According to MNO's 2017 registry policy, the date of effective control for Georgian Bay is between 1840 and 1860. In this video, I'm using the date 1860. Here's a list of all the families that MNO says were part of the Great Lakes Regional Historic Métis community. There are a total of 69 families listed here. The lists are based on the Métis root ancestor documents that MNO made available to the public for several years. Those files were removed from public view after more and more questions were raised about MNO's credibility. In each of MNO's verified Métis family documents, there's a diagram that shows how that family is connected to other families in the same or other Métis communities, through, for example, marriage, godparenting, witnessing a wedding. Each of those colors on the diagram represents a family, and details about each connection can be found in a different part of each family document. I looked at the kinship chart in each of MNO's family line documents to see which families MNO connected together, what historic Métis community they were in, the type of connection that was made, and what year that connection took place. The footnotes in the column for type of connection record the individuals involved. The next few tables show the results. For some families, MNO doesn't identify any connections, like number 24 in this table, Saint-Onge, and number 26, Vasseur. 16 out of 26 families in Georgian Bay have no kinship connections to MNO's Great Lakes Regional Historic Métis community. That's 62% of Georgian Bay's families. Here, in purple bold font, are all the families of the Georgian Bay community that have no kinship connections to families in the other communities. 10 families in Georgian Bay did have some kind of connection, but when did those connections occur? This table and the next one show all the connections without the details that were in the footnotes. The connections that occurred before effective control, before 1860, are in bold. In this table, that includes family number 5, Gordon, and family number 7, Labatt. This table shows that family number 9, the Solomons, intermarried with the Tranche-Montagne family in 1851. Now let's look at the connections that occurred before 1860 in a different way. According to MNO's data, in 1847, Michael Labatt of Georgian Bay witnessed the wedding of Marguerite Biron of the Cadot family and Michel Toussaint Sayer, both of Sault Ste. Marie. In 1848, Elizabeth Gordon of Georgian Bay married James Solomon of Killarney. In 1851, Marie Solomon, daughter of Henry Solomon of Georgian Bay, married Joseph Tranche-Montagne Sr. There are a total of 43 families in the Northern Lake Superior, Sault Ste. Marie, and Killarney Métis communities. MNO's data show that before 1860, only 4 of them had kinship connections with Georgian Bay: Cadot, Sayer, Solomon, and Tranche-Montagne. Here's another way of looking at it. Before 1860, the families inside the blue rectangle, representing 91% of the families in 3 communities, had no kinship connections to the families of Georgian Bay.